Got a light where we can look under here now and show you what we've changed on this Husky cargo. See that brace is all the way across. It's got another piece of channel line tying two of the rails together at the top. It's gusseted, new bosses, welded solid, so the thing can't twist and break a loose again. The other one broke off. 11 runs. And we haven't had the trailer but since first week of April. 16,000 pound Dexter axles. Shine your light on that axle, Russ, a little more toward the center. You can still see the hump. We in the warehouse with it here now, but you probably can't see the hump. But it ain't been overloaded. If it did, it would have. Them axles wouldn't have a hump in them in the middle. We've not had. We weigh it at the landfill, which is certified scales. About 4 miles from here, we weighed it half a dozen times. Be sure our weights are right. Had it across certified scales, be sure they're right. And never been over 14,000 pounds on the trailer. 14,160 is the most weights ever been on it. And it's rated for 16,000 pounds with the two axles. You can see probably, let me see that light right over here, Russ. Over here, where when the axle come off, up top up there, you see where it rubbed. If I can get it, yeah, you can see it right there above it. Where when it come loose, it was rubbing that inner fender well there. The hub did, there. And that's how we kind of caught on, heard the grinding, went and got fuel. Got to looking, the axle shifted forward, and it was empty at that time, thank God. But now, you know, this is part of what I've had to do with this thing, and we got it braced on the front and the rear now. Put a crane on it at the welding shop. Got it fixed to where I feel confident it ain't gonna rip out now. I am questioning the lugs on these. I'm gonna call Dexter and see if they'll see about the lugs and the thread, because it looked like these are galling for some reason on these wheels. The panels, like my buddy works up and build a race car, said some of the cuts on it is pushed in a little tight. They bowed. You got some creases in it, like here. That ain't we run in and nobody run into it. It's just where they overcut too long. This side you can see is bushed out, and on the other side, on the rear, the screw done popped out at the top already. You go to leaking now. If it ain't careful, don't have to put that back in. We just cut, measured once and cut twice or whatever. But wheel wells, we put a hardwood floor in it ourselves. White oak tongue and groove to help brace it up. The other issue we had when we got it, I told them when I ordered I had 2008 HD Chevrolet diesel trucks, and one's 4-wheel drive, one 2-wheel drive. This is a 2-wheel drive model, and they got lift gates on them. Well, it had a brace on it. Put your light on here, Russ. Piece of tubing, just like this tubing. You can see where it was, right there, where it used to be. And it went straight back to where that scab plate is, right there on your diamond plate. You can see it where my finger's pointing. We covered it. Took that piece of tubing out that run down in there and put this plate on to keep the truck, when you get in a driveway, in the front end and the back end is still on the drive, to keep it from jumping up in here with the lift gate. It messed up my lift gate. Had to fix it with that piece of tubing that was in there, because the tubing grabbed it. I thought it was, and I should have fixed it beforehand. The other things it was doing, it go down the road, it looked like you thought you were riding on the nose of a pig, rooting in the pig pen, trying to throw you through the front of the windshield of the truck, chucking so bad. It's got a Reese fifth wheel, 30,000 pound kingpin, 20,000 pound Reese hitch. I'd rather have it over than under, so I know I got enough to cover it. and it was chunking real bad. So when I redid the back of it, redid the tubing and cut it out, I put 2 braces in the inside on the cribbing in here, which is what we had done inside of here. And when we put them 2 pieces in, it relieved it and it got rid of the chucking. But we had to take the kingpin and cut it off. It come with a goose ball hitch, and I ordered it with a 5th wheel. 5th wheel's taller than the plate going down in the flow. So we redid that, and the thing that it come with is over here on the barrel, which is for, like I said, a goose plate ball or whatever. And I just went and bought another one so I could have the thing and get it working. But that's what we run into so far in 90 days. We also, your fenders come in right here. They were straight down. They won't flared like I got them now. I took a adjustable wrench and flared them because they were cutting into the tires when you loaded the darn thing. Digging into the side and chunking out the tires. So, you know, we got that fixed by just flaring these up and keep them from digging into the tires and cutting. The other thing is when you put your axles on, the fella at the welding shop fixed it. If you'd have jacked this son of a gun up with a flat tire, the slipper spring didn't have no bolt through the equalizer, so it would drop. Of course, if you got the tire on the other side, I don't guess it would, but that thing needed that bolt through it to keep it from, when you jack it up, keep it from falling. Or either you need a chain on it like a sway arm on a car or something, I don't know. But we got it back right, I think, now. But like I said, I'm gonna send it y'all. I really think you need to upgrade or change what you're doing a little bit, because if you don't, you're gonna kill somebody. And that'll be on y'all. I'm fixing mine if you choose not to. That's it.